Well, since I'm looking for something to do a video on, let's check some old favourites, shall we? Let's take a look at what good old Penoid is up to. I heard him talking shit on a random do-nothing stream. I mean, I know he's all about repeal the 19th and things like that. Oh, look, he's on Tonka Radio. Maybe we should take a listen. What do you think?
Why do you do this to yourself?
No, it's really simple. Like, look, either you enforce the United, you enforce the United States fucking rights, which is the fucking freedom of speech, and the first fucking amendment.
You don't understand freedom of speech. You don't understand these things that you're talking about.
I do too understand.
You do not understand
freedom
the
of speech.
concepts of what you're talking about. You've demonstrated that so far. Who hurt you?
You know these platforms are global, right?
Yeah, but they're based in the United States of America, and they use United States fucking technology to fucking run them. That were developed by the fucking Defense Department.
Dumbest motherfucker that's ever been on this show. I swear to God.
Dear Lord.
It's not me.
It's not Blossom. You are the. I fucking kiss that big ass forehead right now. God damn it. You're gonna be a fucking lawyer one day. We're putting it back in the promo yesterday. We're putting it back in.
Hell yeah,
Blossom's gonna be a big brain lawyer one day. God damn it. I'm convinced again. You don't know stupid until you talk to these people. That's what I've tried to explain to people forever. Now we have an example right here. We have plucked him from the wild, and we have sat him in a little playpen, and everybody's having a look. Look, everybody. Have a peek at the Penoid. Look at him. Look at him while he picks his own shit out of his ass and rubs it all over his face. Have a peek at him.
Hey.
Look at him. Blossom, you want to take a picture of his dick? Get out the microscope.
I'm the fucking.
I know you're hung like an ox, Penoid. You're a genius and you're hung like a fucking ox. I know. I know, bud.
I'm over here.
I know, bud. I know you are.
And
we know you are. Free
I'm the one arguing for
wheelchairs trendy. Am I right, lads? You're fucking pathetic, dude.
Oh, I'm the pathetic one. That's the situation.
I'm glad I got today. Aren't you guys glad I got today?
Oof. Does not look like Penoid is having a good time. Yeah, that was rough. Penoid, you need to just kind of walk away after that one. Alright, let's move on to something else. Alright, let's see what Sandman is up to. Maybe I can find something good. She's drunk and horny, so I rejected her. Yeah, sure you did, Sandman. You haven't gotten that close to pussy in a long time. I'm sure you rejected everything. She is never satisfied. Well, no, not when she's with you. My lazy wife gets high. No. Chase women, get laid. Repeat. It's all the same goddamn thing. Alright, Sandman's out. Guess I'm gonna have to look for someone else. Let's see what Traversable is up to. I haven't come in contact with that old bear in a long time. I wonder if he's still sucking dick for smack. Oh, apparently he changed his name to A Traversable Philosophy. Good for him, good for him. Let's see, the God Life Coaches, let's test it, MGTOW. Today I MGTOW. The summer simpocalypse. That's what he thinks. All the kiddies are coming out to deal with him again. Abstraction and reification fallacy. MGTOW ideas. Look at all this MGTOW garbage. MGTOW now. Oh my god. Nope. Still all the same thing. Alright. This one's a bust too. Well, let's check in on Turd Flinging Monkey. What's all this? Jazz and blues experience? Cafe music? Background music channel? None of this is his! What happened? Let's check playlists. Oh my. Did Turd Flinging Monkey delete himself off of YouTube? Oh my. I think he did. What's this? Looks like he has a BitChute. Let's check the BitChute, shall we? Maybe we can find something good. Let's see. Welcome to equality. Yes, because he knows exactly about... Wait, what's that? What? No. Turd flinging monkey does sex toy reviews? Oh, this is too good. What's this? Sex toy review. Best vibe USB doll heating rod. That's so he can make his sex doll feel more realistic. You know, the one that he's in love with. What's this? Feeling girl squid tickler. I don't even want to know what that's used for. Turd flinging monkey has turned into an e-thought. Alright, shut it down. Shut it all down. Alright, so I can't go after the big ones. Let's take a look at someone small, shall we? Oh my god. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Help for the Guiltless. My name, of course, is Antoine. And you know, I wanted to do a MGTOW video for Season 7, and I was going to do something big. I was going to do it on Turd Flinging Monkey, and then I realised he's nothing but an e-thought. And then I was going to try and do it on Sandman, and it's all the same boring shit. So I decided, instead of talking about the people that I know, and the people that I've run down, and the people that I've already proven wrong, well, let's try someone new. So I hit up one of my Discord members, who I know is in with the MGTOW crowd, and asked her, well, for some suggestions. Now, she gave me one, and his name is Global Man, and we're not going to be talking about him because he sounds about as intelligent as a potato that's been in the microwave for too long. But this one, the one that she gave me, is called Mike the MGTOW Monk. Now, I don't want to alarm anyone, but the man is edgiest of edges. Vin, someone's trying to steal your gimmick. Before I get too far into this, I do want to let Mike the MGTOW Monk introduce himself. Sort of.
This channel is proudly brought to you by...
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch!
After this edgy little introduction, there's a song that is not royalty free, and since I don't want a copyright claim on this video, well, I'm cut it out. But it's a lot of, you know, bitches ain't nothing, niggers only, and I don't give a fuck what anyone else says. But you couldn't tell from any of that what his video is about. So I'm going to let a little bit more of his video play.
Men are put under enormous pressure to provide and are very much treated like walking ATMs. I have great sympathy for what men go through nowadays, and if you watch my other videos, you will know that.
Wait, that's not Mike the MGTOW Monk. That's Daisy Cousens. She's another social commentator YouTuber. I'll put her link down in the description. She's actually very entertaining. You might like her. What in the bloody hell would Mike, the MGTOW Monk, have a problem with what she just said?
The first stage of the chameleon is to seek common ground with their enemies.
I have great sympathy for what men go through nowadays.
And make no mistake, the chameleon considers us enemies. Otherwise, they wouldn't have to try so hard to manipulate us. Again, the first stage that a chameleon will go through is to seek common ground. And it's so you let your guard down.
Now, I know you're all saying, Antoine, why in the living hell are you responding to someone who's doing a response video? Well, because I thought I'd try something new. That's the first part. The second question I hear you all asking is, Antoine, I really want to know what the fuck this idiot is talking about. What does he mean by chameleon? I mean, all Daisy said was that she sympathizes with men nowadays. What he means by chameleon is women who are trying to manipulate men to get into their wallets. See, what's wonderful about Mike The MGTOW Monk is he believes that all women are nothing but harpies. Even more so than Sandman, he believes that women are the worst things on the face of this planet. They're nothing more than manipulative bitches that want to suck your life force away from you through your wallet. He calls them chameleons. They try and blend in with the MGTOW so that they can manipulate them into doing what they want. I'm having trouble figuring out what the fuck he means too. Daisy was just showing sympathy for how men are being treated. Most people would think that's a good thing.
Check it out.
I have great sympathy for what men go through nowadays, and if you watch my other videos, you will know that.
So, as you can see, she tried to reach common ground by saying that she understands what men are going through. But it was only for marketing. That's why she referred you to her other videos. So she can get more ad revenue off of the MGTOW community. Don't go watch her other videos.
No. That's not what she's trying to do, you galaxy-brained moron. What she was trying to do is cut off the argument you just made by saying that she sympathizes with men. And if you watched her other videos, you would know that. Yes, it is a way to say, you should watch my other videos. Because she's a YouTuber. It's what she does. You're a YouTuber, you schmuck. If I go through every single one of your videos, and God help me if I have to, and you say something akin to, if you watched my other videos you would know that, then I guess that makes you a goddamn hypocrite, doesn't it? All she was trying to do was say that she has no problem with MGTOW. Now I know you disagree with that because you think she's a lizard person, I guess. Well, she's trying to weasel into your community, and you can't have those women come in with their copulins and their tartars and the ass that everyone likes to smack. No, you can't have any of that. You want it all men, all cock, all beans, all the time. Look, Mike, let me put this on the level for you. I'm bi, and even that sounds too gay for me.
The second stage of a chameleon is control. They will try to dictate who is this and who is that. She'll try to say, oh, this MGTOW can say this comment, and this MGTOW can't say that comment. Even if we're basically saying the same shit. Check this out.
Now, this isn't a new concept. They've always been what you'd call confirmed bachelors, men who were more interested in finding enlightenment in solitude rather than in family. And there are certainly men who, through whether having damaging experiences with women or their own keen observations of society, are well placed to go their own way, like this gentleman. I'm a social guy, in my late 20s. I've been on lots of dates, had a few longish-term relationships, and decided it's not worth it. Between working on my career, taking care of myself, and having fulfilling non-romantic relationships, I really don't have much interest in what modern Western women have to offer. Nothing against them personally, I'm just enjoying the monk life. Seems a simple and fair enough explanation, right? However, in this video, I'm not talking about gentlemen like him. I'm talking about gentlemen like...
Alright folks, I have a real brain burner here for you. Out of everything that Daisy had to say that Mike disagrees with, where did she say that one person is allowed to comment, but the other person who is saying the exact same thing can't comment? Now the two comments that she gave are not saying the same thing. One of them is basically saying, I don't find value in Western women. It's too hard, and I've decided to just work on myself. In a very nice, cordial, polite manner. The other one says Western women are trash. Basically saying that, today's modern Western woman isn't anything close to be considered an ornament or a trophy. They're nothing more than newspaper. Now, when you call someone a piece of newspaper, you're basically saying they're disposable. They're not worth anything. One comment was polite. The other comment Not so much. Did Daisy say either one of them couldn't comment? No. But here's the crux of the issue. Now, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it at all. I'm going to let Mike regale us with his big-brained theories.
And the only reason why she was okay with this comment is because a woman's brain, even the most logical parts of her brain, it's still running on emotion. And it's still running on the hive. That hive-minded mentality that all women have where they root for home team, which is women.
He's going to get to his point, eventually, within the next millennium. But, Mike, I understand you think you're a monk, and that's wonderful. You're LARPing, you're enjoying it. I hope you reach level 25 and ascend into godhood. But, before you do that, for there to be a hive mind, there has to be one person controlling said hive. That's why it's called a hive. A beehive, an ant hive. There are singular beings in those hives that are controlling all the rest of the drones. You understand this, yes? I really want to know who you think the queen bee is. Is it the first lady? Well, that would work for America, but it wouldn't work for the other countries. Maybe it's the queen. The Queen of England. She started all of this patriarchy nonsense, right? She's the first true matriarch. She shut down the patriarchy in the UK. Maybe she's the reason. Because, that would only blend into the Western countries. Who's the queen? Because other than that, your hive mind mentality and your home team reference, which you're mixing up your metaphors and it's maddening, really doesn't hold water. Which is really ironic, since you're such a fucking waterhead.
Right? No matter what she does, she can't turn that part of her brain off. And that's why she was okay with this comment. Because she mistakenly took his lack of red pill rage as kindness. She mistakenly took his comment as some sort of middle ground or something. I don't know. But I know what part of it triggered that part of her brain.
Oh, please, wise and generous sage from on high of the MGTOW mountain, please tell us low folk which part exactly of this comment triggered her hive mind brain.
It's right here at the bottom, where it says, nothing against them personally, I'm just enjoying the monk life. When she saw that, she thought to herself, oh, this man's not holding anything against women, personally. And he's enjoying his life. So, her brain, which is emotionally based, it's not logically based, it's emotionally based. No matter how well scripted and how articulate she sounds, she's still a fucking whammon. Wham this and wham that, right? When she saw this, the short-term part of her brain, which is connected to emotion, which is all short-term memory, right? She basically saw this and forgot that just before that, he said, I really don't have much interest in the modern Western woman and what they have to offer.
I honestly have no idea what to do with this. That has to be the stupidest fucking thing I have ever heard. You mean to tell me that because she can deduce that this is not a vitriolic comment, that she couldn't understand what it is he was trying to convey? Because, what? She can only think emotionally? That's by far the dumbest thing I think I have ever heard a MGTOW say. And I've watched more than my share of Sandman videos.
She forgot that. Because she was so happy. So happy after scanning the comments to see a comment that said nothing against them personally. And she held on to it. That was her little bit of hope. Little sliver of hope that she held on to. And the whole comment as a whole just went right over her head. Just whoosh. Right over her head. She didn't get it.
Is there something that I'm not picking up from this comment? Hold on, let me read it real quick. And maybe we can deduce something from this. That apparently, it went right over Daisy's head because she's a woman and she can only think with her emotions. So let me read it to you all, and let's see once again if there's something we can deduce from this completely milquetoast comment. I'm a social guy in my late 20s. I've been on lots of dates, had a few longish-term relationships, and decided it's not worth it. Between working on my career, taking care of myself, and having fulfilling non-romantic relationships, I really don't have much interest in what modern Western women have to offer. Nothing against them personally. I'm just enjoying the monk life. I don't see anything in there that has too much subterfuge. He's not being vitriolic, he's not being rude, he's just explaining his position and his point. That's commendable. You know, it must be because I haven't reached the level of monk that Mike has. I'm just starting out. I'm a lowly level 4. Remember, Mike, the MGTOW Monk, is up there. I think he's level 20 right now. He's on his way to that godhood that all of these MGTOW monks want. So I have a lot more adventuring to do, which I need to get back to. Here, I'm going to let him talk some more. Maybe I can gain a few levels.
That this man means business just as much as this guy that she was mad about. You know, the next comment that she showed says, in the eyes of many men going their own way, the average modern Western woman is not valued that much to even be considered a trophy or an ornament of his success. At best, you ladies are simply newspaper. She only got mad because this man compared women to inanimate objects. And women don't even like to be treated as an object, period. So, of course, she got triggered. You know, this is the manosphere. We're not going to sugarcoat what we have to say. And when we're in the manosphere, we're going to say what we want, right? And so when you bring up a manosphere group, we're still going to talk the way that we talk in the manosphere. And you're not going to stop us.
Oh, God. I just... That orc reminded me of Brockus. That was a tough fight. Look, I just came back to say, Daisy never said anything about you not being able to comment that. But at the same time, yeah, you go ahead and speak however you want to speak. That doesn't stop her from putting you on blast. You fucking idiot. Look, that person said something stupid. 1, you don't know what triggered means. And 2, she's not saying you can't say something, but she can point out your stupidity. Just like I'm doing to you. You fucking schmuck.
Now look, right here on this other guy, he says, I don't really have much interest in what the modern Western woman has to offer. Now, goodness gracious, it's the same thing as what this guy is saying, yet she gets mad at this and doesn't get mad at that. So, you got to ask yourself why, and I figured it out. It's because at the bottom of this, like I said, it says nothing against them personally. That's why she's okay with this. Because she doesn't want women to take any of the responsibility. She doesn't want women as a collective to take any of the fucking blame. And that's what it is. She wants to promote that Nawalt logic.
Mike, can we talk? I mean, man to man. Or in this case, man to moronic MGTOW. I don't like using this term because it gets thrown around a lot, and a lot of people use it wrong. In this case, you're actually doing it. Do you understand what a straw man is? Or in this case, a straw woman. You are putting so many words in her mouth that she didn't say, just so you could build up this anger and rage for her. Remember, she's a chameleon. I understand. I get it. She's some lizard person that's trying to manipulate all the MGTOW around her to do what she wants. She didn't say any of that. I don't know if the 2 remaining brain cells you have in your head are actually playing Pong, and every single time one of them scores a point, you actually get a thought. But in this case, the paddles have fallen. You need to resuscitate them. Breathe. Maybe you should stop putting words into someone's mouth and think about the ones that are tumbling out of yours. Unstoppable, uncontrollable, and completely unintelligible.
And that's what triggered her. It triggered the fuck out of her because all women are like that. They're all hive-minded, and she couldn't help but get pissed that there's a group of men who just take a glance at women and go, I don't really see anything in that. And that's the same thing this guy said right here that she was praising. But like I said, he said, nothing against them personally. So she took that as, that this guy's not going to hold anything against women. When just before that, he just admitted that women don't have much to offer. So she looks stupid. She made herself look dumb in detesting this one, and then, in basically agreeing with this one, but detesting that one.
Mike, I could listen to you ramble all day, because it will continually surprise me that the more you talk, the less intelligent life shows up. The reason she liked one comment over the other is, yes, because the first one said nothing against them personally. He doesn't have anything against women, and that's what that means. He's not holding them responsible for himself. He actually went his own way. Whereas the other comment, who was trying to be snarky, and let's be honest, you all should leave snarkiness to the professionals. Daisy hasn't been rude, and since you didn't do what you probably should have done and watch the video, you didn't understand that she was actually standing up for men. Your red pill rage, it blinds you. Blinds you to a lot of things. But that's fine, Mike. At least I know that I have people like you that I can laugh at.
Moving on to the next point.
Oh my god, he's got another point. We're gonna be here for another hour.
Even nowadays, considering that most women will want to have kids someday, women will still instinctively look for a guy with what you'd call resources, which is another MGTOW gripe. Apparently, women are only interested in men with good jobs and money saved and other assets. Well, to that, I really only have one thing to say. Of course, women are going to be more attracted to guys with a good job.
Did you notice that?
Did I see what? That she used one of your MGTOW arguments against you? I mean, that is one of them, right? That women only want you for your resources? I mean, you understand what she meant when she said, apparently. You know what? I'm going to make a bet. This is where you use her words against her. Because you think you're being clever. I'm not going to say anything else. We're just going to find out.
How she says, she'll admit that women do, in fact, want a man with a good job. Right? But that's not the statement that she had just said before that. The statement before that is that one of our complaints is that women only look at if we have a good job and good assets. Only. Meaning that women only look at us as a resource. Keyword only. Now she's conscious of this because she said it exactly the way we would say it. That we MGTOW know that women only look at us for our jobs and our resources and our assets.
You people are so fucking predictable. She was using your gripe as an example. That's why she said apparently. MGTOW believe that women only want men with a good job and assets. If a woman is looking to have a family and wants to have children, yes, she's looking for someone stable, who has a job, who is also looking to have children, who wants the same thing that she wants. I don't understand. If you all don't understand how people actually work in real life, or if you're just this fucking stupid.
That was a diversion tactic. She didn't want to detest the fact that women only look at men as ATMs. When it came down to actually detesting it. Which is interesting because at the beginning of this video, she said she sympathized with men for being treated as ATMs. Isn't that interesting? She contradicted herself in her own video.
No, she really didn't. You don't understand what she was doing. I'm surprised you understand how to breathe and walk at the same time. She said one of the MGTOW gripes is that women only see men as a wallet, as resources. Now, you say at the beginning of the video, and yet you have only focused on 30 seconds of her video. I have gone through your entire video, but you only focus on this little bit because you think it proves your point. You're taking things out of context and you know it, and you're just trying to rile up your subscriber base. That's disingenuous. You are a mental midget. This is why everyone thinks people like you in the MGTOW community are nothing but a joke.
So far, the only thing coming out of her mouth, other than Chad's dick from down the street, is a bunch of bullshit. So she can take her little trad thought ways, and she can waltz all, on down to that little street corner and sit there a while. But as MGTOW makes gains, even little prostitutes like her won't make a fucking cent. And those days are coming. And that is what she's afraid of. Fuck you, Daisy. I'm pushing you out the way. Call it pushing daisies. Anyways, this is Mike the MGTOW Monk signing off, and as always, never give in, never surrender, monk for life.
Whew, lads, there's a lot to unpack here. Let's take this a bit at a time, shall we? So, 1. Aside from Chad's dick, the only thing she's got coming out of her mouth is bullshit. I don't think you understand that whole Chad meme there, Mike. The Chad meme, is an incel meme. Are you saying you're involuntary celibate? That no woman wants to touch you, so you have anger towards them. Alright, because in that case, this meme that the incels started with Chad is the desirable male. So she's succeeding because she doesn't want to touch you. I guess that does kind of cover the prostitute comment that you had after that, meaning that you would pay any amount of money to even get a whiff of her panties. Now, there's so much more. You called her a trad thought. Now, I'm assuming trad means traditional, and since I follow Daisy Cousens, I happen to know she's a traditional conservative, so you're not really insulting her. And then the thought comment. As far as I can tell, Daisy Cousens has not sold herself out to do reviews of sex toys like Turd Flinging Monkey. I mean, if we're gonna talk thoughts, you should have ended up a stain on the mattress. Are you fucking kidding me with this? Do you honestly believe anything that is coming out of your mouth? I'm starting to think that the space in between your ears is nothing more than a black hole, void of anything. You know, Mike, if I looked into your ear, would I be able to see through the other side? I'm starting to think I would. I can say this though, ladies and gentlemen, Mike's mother should have done the proper thing of her wifely duties and swallowed him, and then we wouldn't have to deal with this garbage. But those are my thoughts, folks. I'd love to know yours. Let me know in the comments. And if you like what I do here and you want to help support the channel, there's a link down below to my Patreon. Anything you can do would be amazing. And if you'd like more of me, all of my links to all of my social medias, including my Twitter, my Gab, and my Discord, are down below. And with that being said, this has been Help for the Guildless. My name, of course, is Antoine, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.